Losing belly fat is one of the most common fitness goals out there. Today I will be talking about what science actually says when it comes to reducing the belly fat. Before you jump into workouts or dieting, you need to understand what belly fat actually is. Your body stores abdominal fat in two main ways, and each one has different effect on your health. First up, subcutaneous fat. This is the soft layer just beneath your skin. It's what you feel when you pinch your stomach. It makes up around 85% of your body's total fat mass, and it actually plays helpful role like cushioning organ, helping regulate body temperature and producing some beneficial hormone. But then there is a visceral fat, the real concern. This fat wraps around your internal organ, especially your liver. It makes up about 10% of your total fat, but it's the most dangerous type because it is metabolically active, it releases inflammatory molecule, disrupt hormonal signaling, and is strongly associated with diabetes, heart disease, and metabolic syndrome. Even if your BMI is normal, high visceral fat levels can increase your risk of cardiovascular disease. So reducing visceral fat is about protecting your long-term health. Let's talk about how belly fat builds up in the first place. The main factor is energy balance. When you consume more calories than you burn, the excess gets stored as fat. But belly fat is also heavily influenced by hormone, genetics, stress, and sleep. Estrogen plays a huge role where fat is stored. For example, during menopause, dropping estrogen levels shift fat stored from hips and thighs to the abdomen, especially visceral fat. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which not only boosts appetite, especially for sugary or fatty food, but also triggers visceral fat storage. Poor sleep messes with hunger, hormone like ghrelin and leptin, making you hungrier and less satisfied after eating. It also increases the desire for processed food, high-caloric food. Research have identified over 10 genes associated with fat storage pattern, particularly in abdominal area. Some of these influence how your body produce and respond to leptin, a hormone that regulates appetite. So yes, your genes matter, but they don't control your destiny. What you do daily can override a lot of risk. There are few evidence-based strategies to reduce belly fat. Nutrition is key, but not just what you eat, also when you eat. A study published in Nature Medicine looked at early time restricted eating when participants ate between 9:45 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. and saw significant reduction in belly fat and better blood glucose regulation. This approach aligns eating with your circadian rhythm, boosting metabolic efficiency and fat oxidation. And in terms of what you eat, the Mediterranean stands out. It's backed by decades of research and emphasis. Whole food, healthy fats like olive oil, lean proteins like fish, lots of vegetable and legumes, and minimal processed food and added sugar. This diet reduces inflammation and helps create a sustainable caloric deficit, which is what you need to lose fat. The second is high intensity interval training, also known as HIIT. According to the meta-analysis published in British Journal of Sports Medicine, high-intensity interval training or HIIT is more effective than moderate cardio for reducing abdominal fat. In as little as 4 weeks, HIIT improves your body's fat-burning capability. After 12 weeks, you burn more fat per minute, even during everyday activity. For someone doing 150 minutes of physical activity weekly, that translates to potentially 10 kg of extra fat loss over 10 years. And it works especially well for overweight individuals who often see even faster improvement in fat metabolism. Chronic stress and poor sleep drive belly fat through a hormonal domino effect. Too much cortisol not only increases appetite, but also blocks your ability to burn fat. It even worsens your sleep, creating a vicious cycle. So how do you break it? Regular exercise, yes, it reduces stress too. Meditation or mindfulness practice, journaling, prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Sleep isn't luxury, it's your metabolic reset button. And here is a fascinating area of new research, your gut microbiome. A 2021 systemic review found that 14 out of 23 studies showed probiotic helped reduce visceral fat, waist circumference, and overall body weight. The results aren't universal, but they are promising. To support gut health naturally, aim for high fiber food like beans, oat, and leafy greens, fermented foods like kimchi, possibly a quality probiotic supplement, and talk to your doctor first. So here is the truth. Visceral fat responds faster than subcutaneous fat. So even if you don't see changes right away, your internal health is already improving. Reducing belly fat isn't about six-pack, it's about lowering your risk of disease, boosting energy, and living longer. Stay consistent, focus on sleep, stress, smart nutrition, and HIIT. Thanks for watching. If you find this content helpful, give a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting science content.